Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off by showing how to make builds in electronic songs. Builds are probably one of the most important things you can do in a song because it adds excitement right before a chorus or right before a drop. And a lot of people don't know how to either make a build or they're looking for certain instruments that'll make builds for them. So here in the Gaia, it's really laid out very simple to just get into it and do it really quickly, and it's without much thought at all. So on the layout alone, I mean, it's 3 oscillator synth, so you have a bunch of different presets right when you turn it on. So what I would do is I would basically delete it and start from scratch. And so we start with our first tone and just a regular waveform. So if you go in an oscillator section, you have your main waveforms over there, which you have 7 of them, and each of them have different variation. So we're going to go down to the noise. We'll hit down noise. All this is white noise, very, very standard. But in a song, the way that they make the big build is they'll go into the filter section, use a low pass filter, and take your cutoff, filter all the way out. So that'll be the point where you start your build at, and then you build up to get that big part. So I'll show you, demonstrate by putting on a song real quick. And it's coming up right before the hook. So we're going to build right now. And you kill right before the hook lands, gives it that intensity. If you want to sweeten it up a little bit, in the effects section you have a post effects, so you can put it on whatever design whatever sound you designed over here. So we can come over here and maybe put on some delay and some reverb to give it a little bit of a trail. So maybe I'll hit delay first, and then I come over here and fix how intense it is and the timing of delay. Now I'll turn on some reverb, make that intense, and then I'll show you how when I filter back in. You get that nice little trail. Makes it feel a little more natural, blends into the next part. Another way of doing a build is, instead of using noise, you can actually stack a bunch of different waveforms, and then you can have the pitch building. So start from one pitch and then keep raising to another pitch. That's another great part about this, is you have the 3 oscillators, so you can basically pick 3 different waveforms and set them at either different pitches to start and different waves, and then have them all come up together. So what I would do once again is I'll cancel it out, start from scratch. Maybe my first tone over here, I'll take in, right now it's a sawtooth, so maybe I like to take my sawtooth and pitch it down over here in the oscillator section. Give it a nice grimy low end sound. Then I'll turn on my second tone, hit the on button, it'll automatically select, so it's the one I'll be messing with. So it already sounds good, it's a square wave. If I turn off the saw, put them on together, got a nice fat tone. Then maybe I'll go to my third tone, turn it on, and maybe we'll go to the super saw, and I'll turn up the pitch. So already it's a much fuller sound. It's got the low end, it's got the high end. Then I would once again come back over here to my effects section and just add some more beef to it. We have a pitch shifter over here. Let's throw that on. Now you got this really just sort of a nasty sound. Then when you go back to the oscillator section, you'll see in your envelope over here, you have your attack and your decay. So what I would do is, the attack in this section is specifically talking about how does your pitch change. So from when I hit my pitch, when I hit my note, to where does it go and how fast does it go. So that'll be part of the envelope depth. First turn on that, otherwise you won't hear the actual attack and decay. So I'll take that and I'll usually bring it up all the way because I'm going to make it really intense. Then I go into my attack section. These are both off. You don't hear anything, but as you start turning up the attack, now one thing you want to make sure to do is you want to make sure that all 3 of these are moving at the same time. So hold tone 1, hit tone 2, hit tone 3. This way they all will be synchronized. So then once again, you may want to activate that because I forgot to select all of them. and come back over and then start again. And now you're seeing how long. So if you want to do a big dance build, you want to turn the attack up. And that's basically how you get that big build with more of a synth sound. If you want to make it a little dirtier, you can always turn on something like a bit crusher. And give it even a little more of that grit.